We're doing Google Snake in this one. The gameplay of Google Snake varies very differently compared to its usual, much simpler predecessor. The game comprises itself entirely of the usual format regarding a snake finding apples, or any fruit for that matter, to consume and then growing in length. Having collision with itself or outer walls causes the end of the game. The main distinguisher between Google Snake and normal Snake, other than art style of course, is the difference in game modes. Google Snake has an extremely wide variety of game modes, along with what makes everything with somewhat simple concepts fun, the allowing of combinations of rules and game modes. You, the snake, may be put through a wide variety of gauntlets and tasks, all still relying on the simple premise of snake eats fruit, snake grow long, long snake, easier to hit by accident, or get hit by accident. But what would happen if there was more than one snake? What if the fruits themselves created new walls each time one was eaten? And what would happen, dear viewer, if Google began throwing things at the wall to see what sticked? I believe it is in true essence that is the broad idea behind Google's Snake. Throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks. And it honestly is pretty good. Moving on to the style of this game, I honestly do enjoy how Google has decided to depict the game. It is done with a colorful and stylized style, instead of what usually happens when a company tries to pick a style, aka the horribly oversimplified logos that people don't really like and doesn't really help sell anything more than it just kind of takes love, life, dreams, and everything that's good out of the majority of companies and their logos and their everything, and is often the distinguisher of when something suddenly becomes private equity and therefore is going to slowly go down the drain. But moving past that, I do like the way this game is constructed. Even without the more convoluted game rules, the inclusion of being able to change the number of fruits, size of the map, speed of the snake, colors used for that background, snake itself, it definitely adds to the experience, and it makes sure that even a casual snake player could understand why this is a firm tier above the rest. The sound design of Google Snake is normal for a Google game. As much as I want to come in and shock my viewers, Google Snake does not have excellent sound design. It does not blow me away with unique music, unique voice acting, or excellent sound effects with broad score. The game is average, and that's perfectly fine. Perfectly mediocre, and perfectly on par with what you'd expect from Google Snake. The length of the game is variable, like the snake, as the length you play depends heavily on how many fruits you eat, like the snake. And if you were to exclusively play this game in a casual sense, or especially if you were to only engage with simple game modes, you would find this game is quite short and possibly even repetitive. But a good game is a game that's easy to learn, hard to master. By this metric, Google Snake is not a good game. I shan't sugarcoat. The game would be really, really easy if you didn't exclusively play it during the few seconds you have between classwork. The next section within this script is the price. Now, instead of giving a small, simple answer like, it's free, we must instead consider the price of obtaining a device that can run Google Snake, along with a stable internet connection, and the price to maintain a healthy mind and body to allow us to enjoy and interact with Google Snake. After all, you must consider the nutrition of someone when they're playing a game, along with the stability of their electricity. What if the wires have slowly decayed? What if, yeah, okay, I'm not gonna go on. Other than everything else, the game is still free. I'm not here to actually try and drag it out fully. Just a little bit. Anyways, guys, that's about it. The podcast has to go up pretty soon, and I'm just gonna have to end it here, I do believe. So